Which one, right there?
Yes, that's it, right?
Gorgeous.
Looks like a beautiful home.
This client happens to be a real live prince, so the stakes are all the much more higher.
They spent almost a year to produce that ceiling.
Your Italian family would feel very at home here.
I feel at home here. I could absolutely see myself in a property like this where I could fly from New York City and be out here in 10 minutes.
How tall are these ceilings?
They're about 30-something feet.
I think this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. I see this place working so well for an artist. It's going to be a challenge. Not everybody says, I'm going to look up in East Harlem.
Thank you for meeting me.
Today we are meeting Prince Lorenzo Borghese. We have gotten to know each other through our work together in the Humane Society, and he mentioned that he is looking to buy a weekend house in Long Island, so we're meeting him in the park to talk about it.
My parents always told me to come bearing gifts.
Oh, we like your parents already.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that'll reduce my commission.
There is always a lot at stake when you start working with a new client. This client happens to be a real live prince, so the stakes are all the much more higher.
When I was a little kid, my grandparents lived out in Center Island. The view from their home was spectacular. As a little kid, I said one day I want to have a home like that.
Oh, you sound just like us.
I work a lot and I need a place to relax. And Center Island and the North Shore is where I believe that'll happen for me.
What's your budget going to be?
It's not about budget for me right now. It's about going in this place and feeling that it's home. So it's not about money, it's about a feel.
We like when people say that. Like,
I'm sure you do.
Hey, Mark, it's Dorothy. I'm just around the corner on 111 and 2nd Avenue. I'll be there any minute.
I left the gate and the front door open, so just come on in when you get here.
I'm on my way to see a very interesting property. It's a converted church. Mark had it on the market 4 years ago, and then he pulled it. I know he's done some changes, and I have my second chance to sell it again.
But why don't we go into the living room first? It's been a while since you've been here, haven't you?
Oh, my God. So, Mark, how tall are these ceilings?
They're about 30-something feet.
What about the windows? Did you put in these windows?
I put in those 3 windows in the bottom, just because there was that top one up there. I just wanted to kind of bring a little bit more light in. The vision was always exactly as you see it. I knew exactly when I walked in. I mean, this room, the living room, was broken up into probably 20 different rooms. It was, you know, a labor of love. It's been a while since you've been here, but I haven't changed much in here at all.
This kitchen is so fabulous.
Yeah.
It is sleek. It is just so workable.
Across the hallway here, why don't we go to the dressing room?
Wow. I would like to bring my clothes in here. This is terrific. Some people's apartments aren't this big. Anybody who's going to move in here is going to have a spectacular place that they can entertain in. I'd like to find that perfect buyer. So the bathroom is gorgeous. Everything is so hip and sleek. It's just absolutely beautiful. This area is an up-and-coming area, and I think it could be the new downtown. It's going to be a challenge to get people to come up here. Not everybody says, I'm going to look up in East Harlem. I have an idea. You know, my son David has a very successful hip-hop record label. He has access to a number of young artists and a lot of hip, creative people that we can market this place to.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
I have to think out of the box because it's an unusual location and it's an unusual place. Let me just speak to him and see what he has to say, and we're going to sell this place, and I'm going to get started on it right away.
Ladies,
Hello, Shawn.
how are you?
Hello. Tonight, my mom
Mom and my sister and I are taking Prince Lorenzo Borghese to an exclusive open house party thrown in Long Island by Shawn Elliott, who's one of the top brokers out there on Long Island's Gold Coast.
We have a surprise guest, Lorenzo Borghese.
Shawn Elliott.
Hi, Shawn. Very nice to meet you.
Shawn Elliott has a reputation for not only having the best properties on the Gold Coast of Long Island, but also for throwing the best parties.
You were Champagne, right?
Away from the house.
Thank you.
Wow.
Nothing but the best for the Prince.
So this is the great room.
So this is a new house that they built to look old.
Brand new house. Looks 200 years old.
Has anybody lived here?
No one's ever lived here.
Oh, Shawn, this is beautiful. The water?
Such a pretty
How would
room.
you like to wake up every day and wake up to that?
Yeah, forget about
I think the Kleiers and I, we could be great strategic partners. They're really the best at what they do in New York, and we're the best at what we do here on the Gold Coast. This dance floor that you see is actually 20 by 40. So it's here to simulate what the pool would look like if the pool was here.
Is there a pool going to be here if Lorenzo buys this house?
Lorenzo pays me full price. This pool will be here tomorrow morning.
You know, I wouldn't be a smart businessman if I came to one place and I bought it right away. So I need to do my due diligence. I have to see what else is listed out here, and then I'll make a decision.
If this isn't the right house,
There are things, of
I need
course.
you to find me other houses that I can show him that are going to be right.
Absolutely. I think I have the perfect home for the Prince. We're going to go out, we're going to show a couple of houses, and I think he's going to buy one.
Sounds like a plan.
So we're going to make a day of it.
Absolutely.
Everyone's going to have
Come on, let me take you to the kitchen.
yet.
Yes,
Come on.
let's go to the kitchen.
This program is brought to you by CarMax, the way car buying should be.
Watch now as I make a dove appear out of thin air. And by thin air, I mean this hidden flap you're not supposed to see.
At CarMax, we're not good at tricks.
Ta-da!
What you see is what you get, and what you get is all the features you want in a car, with no hidden fees and a price you can afford. With honest service like that, we make better sales consultants than magicians.
I love this card.
With the Bank Americard Cash Rewards credit card,
We earn more cash back for the things we buy most.
That's 1% cash back everywhere, every time.
2% on groceries.
3% on gas, automatically. No hoops to jump through.
That's 1% cash back on Oscar.
Tony.
Oscar.
2% back on whatever she'll eat.
3% back on filling up this baby.
Now get 1, 2, 3% cash back.
It's that simple.
Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
we're talking 3% back on gas.
I've been looking for you all night. Thank you.
Pressed 3D White was recognized by Marie Claire as one of the 25 beauty products that will change your life because it whitens by removing up to 80% of surface stains. See how it can change your life. Pressed 3D White. Life opens up when you do.
Cleaning clogs shouldn't be a battle. Get Drano Snake Plus. It comes with a tool and our most powerful Drano gel. Loosen, pour, done. The first time, guaranteed. Get Drano Snake Plus and get fluid.
SC Johnson. LA doesn't get any more real than this.
Being a realtor in Los Angeles means you have to do whatever it takes to get the deal done.
The spaces are sexier.
Oh, wow. This is breathtaking up here.
The listings are blockbusters.
Where in the world can you do this but Los Angeles?
It's really cool. I love this.
And every agent swims with the sharks. Selling LA. It's Red Carpet Real Estate. New episode next Thursday at 9, 8 Central on HGTV.
Look at this view now. You get a picture? Let me try to get a picture. Oh, what a day.
I think it's time you start using a helicopter to take your clients to see properties as well.
Right. Today, Sabrina and I are taking Lorenzo Borghese to a property on Long Island that sounds spectacular. We're working with Shawn Elliott, who is the premier broker on Long Island, and the way we're getting there is almost as spectacular as the property because we're going by helicopter.
I see it. Which one? Right there? Yes. Shawn, that's it, right? Gorgeous. Oh, it's as beautiful as the brochure. Better than the brochure.
You've got 16 prime acres. You can see the pool, you can see the tennis court, the greenhouses. It gives you a great shot. What do you think?
Great start to what looks like a beautiful home.
Michelle, I promised to get you here in one piece, and I think I did. 17 horses you can hold here on this horse farm. Cottages. We've got 3 cottages on the property.
I would sit in traffic for 10 hours rather than take a 12-minute helicopter ride to Long Island. So I am waiting on the grounds of this magnificent 16-acre property, and once they get here, we will go inside, see what the property has to offer, and hopefully the prince will fall in love. There she is. Here we are. We made it. We're here in one piece.
Honestly, it was so much fun.
We took the scenic view. We didn't want to land. That made me even more scared to go in a helicopter, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Next time we're doing it, you're coming with us.
Never. Bye-bye.
Did you get the pictures that I sent you?
I looked at the photos. The listing is amazing. I mean, I truly haven't seen anything like that before.
I'm having lunch with my son David down in Chelsea to talk about my new listing on 111th Street. David's got a lot of contacts in the entertainment industry.
Over the years, I've worked in the music industry, entertainment industry, and I've been working for some top entertainment lawyers over the past few years.
I need to bring in some people that would normally not go up to 111th Street.
Obviously, I'll do anything I can to help you.
Do you think you can get any of your artists?
I could definitely try. I'll give them a call. But to get a hip crowd, a downtown crowd to come up and take a look at the place, we got to have some food, we got to have some drinks, maybe a DJ. Or
DJ is a good idea.
A DJ would work. I think that might be a little bit easier to arrange.
Let me do this. Let me get the dates. Let me get some more information, and I'll get it to you. And then you can think about it in the meantime.
Even if our buyer is not at that party that night, whoever we invite will help spread the word, and we will get this property sold.
I knew I could count on you.
I think I know the prince's taste. I think he's going to love the house. Whether he is going to find it inviting enough to buy, I don't know.
It is magnificent. How many rooms and bedrooms?
There's 23 rooms, 11 bedrooms, and 8 bathrooms.
We could all live here together. So what room is this?
We are in the living room.
Beautiful room. Look at the art. I love the shape of the windows.
I like the light in here. I mean, this would be a great art room too, right?
Yeah. Right.
What's nice is you've got 10-foot ceilings.
So I need an art collection with the house.
Right, exactly.
I could absolutely see myself in a property like this where I could fly from New York City and be out here in 10 minutes and land in my backyard. I can't imagine anybody that wouldn't want that luxury. I love this room.
We call this room the game room. This house is all about lifestyle. It is very laid back, very country-like, yet you're only 25 miles from Manhattan. It's just a one of a kind.
This is some room also.
Look at the ceiling height in
Every
here.
room is a surprise.
It was actually an art studio.
An art studio?
And that's why they have the large windows, because brought a lot of natural light in.
You know what it reminds me of? One of my favorite books, The Great Gatsby. I totally feel like I'm in that time era. As the Kleiers and Shawn were showing me this house, every room seemed more impressive than the next. I felt like I was in a museum.
I think it's fabulous. What do you think?
I think I'd be insane if I said I didn't like it.
Right. There's nothing not to love.
If there's anything missing at all, is just that water view, which I've always dreamed about.
Right.
Waterfront's waterfront. This is a 16-acre property. It's like black and white. But, if you'd like to see another waterfront property, it'd be my pleasure to take you to see it. But you know what, guys? It's getting late, and my helicopter's waiting. I think it's
Helicopter is waiting. I love that. What a fun day.
Can't talk you into coming back
I will
on.
see you in the city.
So I'm glad that you can meet me because I want to talk to you about a couple of things. You know, I know Mark has had big parties, but I don't think they're as big as what I have in mind.
You said you had some ideas. What were you thinking?
I have some ideas.
What are you thinking?
Okay, I'm thinking of doing a party.
What kind of party?
I don't want to get just the brokers to come. I want to have like a group of artistic, creative people who will appreciate the beauty and the
Listen,
warmth.
with my house, you are looking for a diamond in the rough. I understand that. But,
Yeah.
you know, what kind of size party are you thinking about? Like, how many people?
Well, I was thinking along the lines of about 100 people.
Wow.
You've had parties there before.
Yeah, that's a big party, actually.
We want people to know that they can also have a party for 100 people. I mean, this place...
It does hold 100. I mean, you know, I'm worried about my stuff, the neighbors, the noise. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a house. It's not a club.
Well, we'll probably have a DJ. Or something. Yes. We'll make it work. You have to trust me.
I trust you, but just know that I'm apprehensive.
Okay.
All right.
I can understand Mark's anxiety about having an open house of this sort, but I think he realizes the importance of it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to set the date, and we're going to go and do it.
Come on in.
This might be the cutest house I've ever seen.
I love it. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Come on, you know you want to look. An all-new episode of House Hunters coming up next on HGTV.
Chill out with a full night of celebrity construction.
Rock and roll.
The Ice My House Special, an all-new Vanilla Ice project, and sneak peek of the Bronson Pin Show project. Saturday, January 21st at 9, only on DIY Network.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I
I
am
an American.
I am an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
Advanced Available Command Track 4-wheel drive system. Unsurpassed 5,000-pound trailer towing. And a sunroof that's 3.5 times bigger than the competition. All without being 3.5 times the price. The Jeep Liberty.
Now get a low-mileage lease on the 2012 Jeep Liberty 4x4 for $199 a month for well-qualified lessees.
When Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com gave the 2012 Camry a Best Resale Value Award, we were delighted. When it received a 5-star overall safety rating, we were ecstatic. And when Camry became the #1 selling car in America 10 years running, we blushed. The reinvented 2012 Camry from Toyota.
Hey, that's a good idea. What? Cracking it like that could be huge. Think someone will steal it?
The Winklevoss twins?
Who'd do that?
Do it cautiously. Wonderful pistachios. Get cracking.
To get a professional cleansing system, you could spend as much as $200. Olay says challenge that with an instrument that cleanses as effectively as what's sold by skin professionals for a whole lot less. New Olay Pro X Advanced Cleansing System.
Hey guys, breakfast.
If whole grain isn't the first ingredient in your breakfast cereal, what is? Now, in every box of General Mills Big G cereal, there's more whole grain than any other ingredient. That's why it's listed first on the side. From Honey Nut Cheerios to Cinnamon Toast Crunch to Lucky Charms. Get more whole grain than any other ingredient without question. Just look for the white check.
Ethan Allen introduces new and distinctly beautiful furnishings from the Romance and Explorer lifestyles. Many of them can be customized for your home and the way you live. Come see the possibilities at a design center today. With 10% savings on every purchase or convenient 36-month financing, your design aspirations are delightfully attainable. The drawer closes on these offers January 31st.
Hey, David, it's me. I'm on my way
way to Peter's to see about the catering for the party, and I wanted to see where you were at with the DJs. Today I'm in Brooklyn at my friend Peter Shelsky's shop. I have to pull together the food, the entertainment, the people, and I'm working nonstop to try to get this going.
I got your message, but clarify, you're throwing a party.
I have a new exclusive up in East Harlem.
Nice.
And it's a converted church.
A church? So you come to my Jewish appetizing shop to see if I'll do catering in a church?
Yes, but I did say it was a converted church.
You know what? It's New York. Anything goes. That works for me. Being a small business owner, you know, I don't have an advertising budget, so doing all the promotional events that I can get my hands on is really important. Well, I tell you, we go way back, so of course.
So you'll do anything?
Of course I'll do it for you. Are you kidding?
Great. It's getting down to the wire. I don't have a lot of time. I have to pull a lot of elements together. We want people to come, stay, and enjoy the apartment and really see it for what it is.
Kleiers.
Oh, this is some Shawn Elliott. Today, my sister and I are with the divine Prince Lorenzo Borghese. We are meeting Shawn Elliott, and he is taking us to another spectacular property on the North Shore of Long Island.
Wow.
Look at this house.
Welcome to Plainfield.
I think the property today has a very good chance of fitting the bill for the prince. He really wants a beautiful house with history, and he wants the house to be on the water, and he doesn't want to be too far from New York City.
Wow.
Oh, my
What
God.
an entrance.
Yeah, great ceiling heights in this house.
My goodness. We get too swept away.
These ceilings are from Venice, okay? They had artisans come in here over 100 years ago. They spent almost a year to produce that ceiling.
Your Italian family would feel very at home here.
I feel at home here.
This house is incredible. The view's spectacular. I'm speechless, actually.
Oh, and what's this? You guys didn't tell me there's a
That's like a little magical garden, actually.
You kept it as a secret, Shawn.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise Lorenzo with the indoor pool.
So far, it's going incredibly well with Shawn. I think he really seems to get what our client is looking for. I think he finally showed him the perfect property, and I hope that we have a very long relationship going forward.
Welcome to the Blue Room.
I
This
could just
is
live here.
where-
Oh, my goodness. Look at that mirror. It's like a museum piece.
That mirror weighs over 2,000 pounds. It is 400 years old. Look at the detail.
They've got the dog.
I know, the little dog.
Yeah, look at the cherubs. Let's go to the dining room.
Out of the 3 properties I've seen so far, this is my top choice. It has everything I've asked for and probably a little bit more. That is the view that I've been asking for.
Look at that view.
Can we go outside?
Yes, let's go outside.
Yeah, let's go.
I think Lorenzo really related to this property. I think he loved the history. He loved the Italian details. He loved that it felt intimate, even though it is large.
You've got 400 feet of your own beachfront.
I love it.
A 300-foot dock. So what do you think?
You found a beautiful home with the view I was looking for. I think the price is right. It is $20 million, so it's not a small check. I'd like to think about it.
Okay. What about I take you guys out to dinner and we think about it over dinner?
Italian food?
Absolutely.
I'm sold.
I think that we've taken the prince to 3 homes now, and I've never seen him react this way. I think he actually loved every single thing about the home. The price tag is $20 million, so it's not a decision that he's going to make easily, but it's certainly something he's going to think about. If you give him enough red wine, maybe he's going to write a check.
Tonight's the big open house at the church on 111th Street. I've got David, who provided the DJ and entertainment, and Peter's provided the food, and it's very exciting. The guests are starting to arrive. My strategy tonight is to do as much mingling as I can and show the property to some people that look like they may be interested.
That's the bedroom. It's got its own bathroom. It's an open bathroom.
You know, a very unusual space.
Isn't this amazing? It's spectacular. There's nothing else like it on the market.
After seeing the tranquility of the bedroom overlooking this fabulous living room, yeah, I'll think about putting an offer in.
I mean, it's like a real downtown Soho.
Very modern, nice clean lines.
Yeah. So what do you think?
The good part about it is I can simultaneously run the business and reside here. I can definitely see making an offer on this place. It's a great space.
Some of the people that I showed around seem genuinely interested, so I'm hoping that we'll have an offer soon.
My son David's surprise was beyond belief. He brought the Harlem Gospel Choir to the party. I mean, what more can I ask for? When the sun refuses to shine.
We are the Harlem Gospel Choir, and we don't come with the church.
All new every Sunday, there are home inspections, and then there's a homes inspection.
That wasn't in the report.
You want it done right? Start with mine.
Unacceptable.
All new episodes of Homes Inspection, Sunday night at 9 on HGTV.
I was pretty confused by everything I'd been hearing about high fructose corn syrup. So I did a little research and learned from experts whether it's corn sugar or cane sugar. Your body can't tell the difference. Sugar is sugar.
Learn more at cornsugar.com.
Introducing doggy dentures, because 4 out of 5 dogs over the age of 3 develop gum disease, and tartar buildup is a contributing factor.
You're kidding, right? Just give me Dentistix, the treat that's clinically proven to reduce up to 80% of tartar buildup.
Thank you for coming by.
I don't know.
Welcome. Want some coffee? At Green Mountain Coffee, we understand the power of a truly great cup of coffee. That's why we selectively source our coffee from across the globe. Then we carefully roast and blend it perfectly. So all the inspiration we put into it helps you get a little inspiration out.
Actually, it's got potential.
Green Mountain Coffee, a revelation in every cup.
New Vicks Nature Fusion Cold and Flu Syrup, flavored with real honey. Powerful cold medicine that leaves out artificial flavors and dyes. Instead uses something more natural. Honey. New Vicks Nature Fusion Cold and Flu.
The end of a great meal is just the beginning of a beautiful dessert. Marie Callender's microwavable fruit pies. Golden, made from scratch crusts filled with generous pieces of real fruit. New Marie Callender's fruit pies. It's time to savor.
Every luxury car claims to be somehow greater than the sum of its parts. But how about one that's smarter?
The Lincoln MKZ, named most dependable car in its class 2 years running by J.D. Power & Associates.
It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
How great was that party?
The party was amazing, actually. A lot of people.
Today I'm meeting Mark uptown for breakfast to tell him what's been happening since the party.
Make sure and tell David thank you, because he did a lot of work, too.
Unfortunately, I don't have some great news to tell him, so I'm a little nervous because Mark pulled the listing from me once before. People were calling me, telling me how beautiful the apartment was, of course, how great the party was, and I'm kind of surprised that I don't have an offer yet. I'm hoping that we're going to keep it on the market.
I mean, the funny thing is my phone has been ringing off the hook since that party.
Your phone has been ringing?
Yeah. Ever since the party, like 5 different people from the party have called.
I've been getting all these design calls, so I was really surprised when she said, that she hadn't been getting that many calls.
And I'm actually going away to L.A. for a while for work.
You're not going to take it off the market, are you?
I was going to probably delist.
You were?
I was thinking about it, but I'm going to be away, so there's no reason we couldn't keep it on.
I think that's a great idea. While you're away, keep it on the market. I'll do some more marketing, and we'll sell it. I'm really hoping to make that phone call to L.A. while Mark's sitting at the pool, and I'll be able to tell him that the apartment's been sold. Oh, I'm so happy you're not delisting it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. It works out. The timing works out perfectly.
Every single piece of property, every single house has been spectacular. And I realized that a lot of the things that I loved about those homes was that I was looking at the family pictures, and it made sense to me. So these homes are for people that have children and maybe grandchildren that fill every room, and it's just me.
Today we're having lunch with our client Lorenzo. We've taken him to see some properties on the North Shore of Long Island, and we want to hear from him what he thinks of what we've seen so far.
I just think that if I were to buy one of those homes, I think I'd be lonely in them. I just feel that they're just too overwhelming for a single guy.
You said something very dangerous to us the first time we met to discuss houses. You didn't give us a budget, so we went a little wild. We took you to the most fabulous houses.
I take the whole blame. And it's not really about the budget, it's about the size.
It's about the size.
Right.
Like, they're just too big. I should have been more specific, but I didn't know. I didn't know.
It happens with every client. It's a learning process.
I would love the search to go on with the Kleiers, not just because I think they're exceptional brokers, but they're also incredible people, and I want to keep this relationship going. I'd love to go look for, beautiful homes, but a little bit smaller, like maybe half the amount of bedrooms, maybe 3 or 4 bedrooms, so I can grow into it.
We love working with you, so we will continue to search until we find even a little cottage someplace for you, if that's what you want.
I think that because the Prince is looking for a